We're in Dartford this afternoon to see Bostik South side Thamesmead Town take on high-flying Met Police in this FA Trophy game. Welcome to Matchday 19. Thamesmead Town have already had to play 3 games to reach this stage of the competition, and that includes a win over Premier Division side Brightlingsea region. For Met Police, they've only played 1 game so far in this competition, and they're sitting second in the Bostik Premier Division. It's going to be a tough ask for the Bostik South side this afternoon. And there was a minute's silence across all non-league games today as they paid their respect on Remembrance Weekend. So we are live from Dartford Football Club this afternoon for the game in the FA Trophy between Thamesmead Town and Met Police. And it's Mick Sullivan alongside me, and a very good afternoon to Gary Pascoe as well. Joins us in a commentary box for the first time. Going to be a fascinating encounter between this Bostik South side and Met Police, of course, flying high at the moment in the Bostik Premier Division. They are in second place after a fantastic start to this season. And Mick, the underdogs for sure are going to be Thamesmead Town, but they're in good form as well, and this game is going to be close.
Yeah, underdogs they are, but they look a very confident outfit. I think they're up for it and they fancy it.
And Gary, cup football is always unpredictable, and even though Met Police have had such a fantastic start to this season, it's going to be interesting to see how they fare this afternoon.
Definitely, Ben, yes. Like Mick said, they're not a small team, Thamesmead. They look quite big and strong, and I think, as you say, a one-off game, anything could happen today, definitely.
A long throw looks like it's coming in now by Ollie Robinson, so they've got the big hitters up there. It's going to be launched right in that 18-yard box.
And it is flicked in, chance in the box now, into the 6-yard box. Can they get the shot off? Cleared off the line almost in the end, and Thamesmead do manage to get it away. And again, it's high up in the air. And they do get that ball away from the danger area well, but it was pressure from the Bostik Premier Division sides early on in this game.
We talk about it a lot, Ben, don't we? With this long throw, it's very dangerous when these sides get up near the penalty area, that people have got a person that can put that ball in.
Again, it's in, and it's just been deflected wide for the corner. Early pressure from Met Police in this game, Gary.
Yeah, the Thamesmead back four looks a bit nervous, to be honest, Ben. They a couple of times Met Police had a chance to score, so yeah, a little bit dodgy at the back.
And this time, Thamesmead do win it back in the midfield, and Anid Budge gets himself forward. It's now at the feet of Parrish. Parrish goes for the shot. It's deflected, but it will fall to Denny. Denny, low cross drive across the 6-yard box, and get a little bit fortunate there, Met Police. Yeah, plenty of games across the FA Trophy today, and an awful lot of money at stake in this competition for these sides.
Yes, as you said, Ben, I think there's more money at each round than the FA Cup.
Individually for sides it is. It's headed into that 6-yard box, and again it's pressure from the visitors. Can't quite get away. First chance perhaps just goes past the post, and in the end it was a half volley that was met by Gasson on the 6-yard line on his left foot. Didn't really expect it to come to him. He twisted and managed to get the shot off, and it just went past that post.
I thought he was offside there, Ben. It looked like he was offside, to be fair, but obviously not. The linesman didn't put his flag up, so That was a miss. I think that was a big chance, to be fair.
I don't think he was expecting it. It was been said, yeah. Yeah, he's a defender though, Ben.
Yeah.
That's perhaps why we weren't expecting him to be there.
There we go. Look, it looks good, this lad. I like him.
And Parrish has got into the box now. What can he do? Parrish goes for the shot. It's well blocked, still bouncing around in there. In the end, it was Mendy who got the header down. It was well wide. But as you said, Gary, bright play from number 10, Danny Parrish.
The Met Police weren't the best last year, but they brought Tom Bird back to the club and he's been a sensation for them.
And it goes again. Header over the bar. Great chance. And it was again down to the quality of the cross that came in onto the head of Wright, who just directed that over the bar. Superb cross.
Ollie Robinson, Ben, yeah, the other centre-back, got upfield. So even the centre-backs are getting far up the pitch.
Joe Denny, he's in no hurry to take it. I think they just want to slow the play down a little bit, Thamesmead. They know that they're up against it this afternoon. Nice touch from Bode in the midfield. It's played into the number 8, O'Connor, who goes for the shot. It's always curling wide. A couple of really high balls. We seem to be playing the game in the air. It's one of those that wouldn't be far amiss seeing the ball come down with snow on it, but mistake by Met Police, and Thamesmead get the chance to cross it in. Chance for a header, and it was Paul Vines who put it wide, and he came onto that header.
Good to hear. We've got Tommy Warlow barking out some orders there from the dugout.
Yeah,
Jim's been a bit quiet.
Yeah, both managers down in front of us here. We'll be able to hear every word they say, and it could be interesting the more this game goes along. But this is a real opportunity now for Met Police if they play this one right. Goes across the 6-yard box. Keeper does really well. Tom Bird's cross wasn't overly effective.
Well, it looks like they've pushed the number 10 more in a forward role to make a 2 up front on a lot more occasions than what they started with.
And again, it's Met Police on the attack, and that looks like it's a heavy touch. It's not. It's kept in. It's all the way across and had to be dealt with.
Done well.
We've been quite fortunate in recent weeks to be where the goals have been, so
don't blame me, Ben.
Fingers crossed for the rest of this game there will be a few goals at least. And perhaps the way the finishing has gone, we take one out of this game, but Thamesmead come forward again now. That's a lovely little dink over, and it was really inventive play from Thomas O'Connor, who just lifted the ball over the Met Police defence looking for Danny Parrish, and it skipped away from him. It would have been some passage of play if that would have led to the first goal of this game. They'd love to go into the break in the lead in this FA Trophy tie, and I'm sure for Thamesmead it's all about getting through to half-time with the scores level. In the box the ball does go, and half-hearted flick by Paul Vines towards the goal.
You rather hope both managers get the teams in at half-time, give them a kick up the backside and tell them what it means to the team financially, to the club as well, to get through to the next round. Because at the minute, it just seems both teams seem to be going through the paces a little bit.
Lovely ball, that.
Yeah, delicious ball across the pitch from Vines, all the way to that far side. What can they do now? Edging ever closer to the box. Goes in, flicked off a Met Police defender and goes for a corner. And that ball was heading, you think, for the corner of the net. And it was an important interception. And it will be another corner to the home side. Yeah,
that's a good strike by Ellis Green there. It's just lucky the defender by hook or crook got his head in the way and just flicked it past.
In it goes. Dangerous ball straight into the arms of Lewis Carey. He was looking to play it quickly then and just taking a little bit of time to slow down, and to the frustration of manager Tommy Warlow, who just gesticulates towards his goalkeeper as if to say, you had it right the first time, you should have gone early. Eventually goes, and it will run through to Parrish. There's no flag here. Parrish is in the 18-yard box. This is the first goal. Rolled across. Good save from the keeper, and eventually cleared out. And Parrish seemed to look around him expecting some sort of flag. He was in the box, played it across, and it was a good save from Thomas William, the first time that he's really been called into action in this first half.
A big chance that was, Ben, I tell you. I must admit, just before half-time as well, going 1-0 up.
Yeah, I think everyone stopped thinking they were going to be offside, which allowed him to wonder, what, I've just got the goal and the goalkeeper. It looks like Thamesmead have come right back in this game and probably carving out a few chances.
Definitely, yeah, definitely, Mick. I totally agree.
Maybe one last chance for Met Police. It's hit from a long way out and it'll be easily dealt with by Lewis Carey. Lloyd Macklin with the shot from all of 35 yards. It's well dealt with by the home side, and Bode just cleaning things up, and it's a ball through, and that was almost through to the dangerous Parish, and he has been one of the bright lights for Thamesmead in that first half. That sloppy play though, and this could be an opportunity now, perhaps. Needs some good defending. It's going to be the first goal of the game. And it is the first goal of the game for Met Police. Lloyd Macklin
again
on the back post. And it was sloppy play at the back from Thamesmead. They really gifted their opponents the opening goal into the box, played across, and Macklin made no mistake with the finish.
What a cracking goal that was. I love goals when they strike them clean like that. But it was a number 10.
Good ball.
Just having a look from the number 10 for Met Police. Yeah, he looks a good player. Where was it?
Mumby.
Bailey Mummery. Yeah, what a great ball. He picked him out. That's good strike play, isn't it?
Yeah. Not selfish, wasn't selfish at all. He could have had a shot on goal, but he looked up and saw his man was on the other side and passed it to him. Good ball.
Perhaps a chance here for Met Police to get in. It's well shepherded out, though, by those Thamesmead defenders. Only as far as those in light blue. This might be an opportunity as well. Can they get the cross in and deliver it? They can. It's flicked away. Still with the visitors. And it's some last-ditch defending from Thamesmead Town. Another cross into the box, and again it's headed away. Bode this time trying to get the ball away. He manages to do it in the end. He goes up towards Parish. Parish can't quite get there, and Robinson will intercept for the visitors. Parish has the ball again. He's looked the most lively this afternoon. Referee says play on. It will come through to O'Connor. He takes the shot, and it's saved. It's a really good strike. And Tom O'Connor took the ball off Parish. He was all of probably 40 yards out, and he drilled it towards the goal. It was straight at William in the Met Police goal, but he had to parry that ball away. He couldn't collect it. That was the ferocity with which it was struck, and they need a few more shots like that, Thamesmead, and perhaps that will be the turning point with them coming forward. Ellis Green on the ball at the moment. He holds off his man and goes in towards O'Connor. O'Connor will play it out to the far side, and signs here that Thamesmead could be getting back into this game. Again, O'Connor picks up the ball. They will cross the ball in. That's a good delivery towards Parish. They have to head it over the bar. It was going right onto the heads of Parish, and Will Salmon, the captain for Met Police, had to get his head on the ball first. He managed to guide it over the bar. It will be a corner to the home side. It's Met Police on the attack, and they will have an opportunity perhaps to work the ball into the box for the first time. They do. Goes back towards the edge of the 18-yard box, and it's intercepted well. Now, this is a chance if they can make this pay for Thamesmead Town. They've got 4-on-4 here. They go into the centre towards O'Connor. O'Connor just knocks the ball on. They can't quite get control of it. It'll go back to O'Connor. Quite fortunate to get that back, and that's twice now, Gary. They haven't made the most of that counter-attack.
Yeah, O'Connor's got into the game a lot in the second half. He's getting on the ball a lot, and he looks a decent player. Can pass the ball well.
To be fair, they're 1-0. Anything could happen. I don't think he needs to go
another mistake, and they could be in here. Met Police chance to cross the ball in. It's hit on the left foot. It was going well wide. It was again a mistake from Thamesmead that let them in, and O'Connor trying to come forward, wins the free kick again, and again it's O'Connor in that midfield that's making things happen for the home side.
You know, they've defended reasonably well, haven't they, all game, to be fair, Gary. Met Police they've done well in that area.
Yeah. And they play it short, driven in, is inside the box, it's at the feet of Parish. Parish back in the end to Bode, and Bode didn't have an awful lot of room. Plenty in the box, in it comes, headed down, brilliant opportunity, edge of the 6-yard box, and it fell to Mendy, and you have to say, you knew they were going to get one chance at the end, and Mendy should have hit the target there, Gary.
Oh, definitely. What, 12 yards out, 10 yards out, free header, should have definitely hit the target. There we go, I was saying, they've created chances, but today they haven't taken them. Maybe another day they would take them and it'd be a different game.
Positives are, though, from Tommy Warrillow's perspective, that they've given Met Police a hard game without really working them hard, because they have tanned a few teams in their own division at the high level. So he will be reasonably pleased at least they've not been annihilated out here or, look over.
Maybe a chance for a second, though, as they get themselves into the box. A substitute strikes it past the goal, and it was Ryan James who's come on in midfield, found himself just inside the box on his left foot, and it was driven towards that far post, just went wide.
Macklin was open in the left there. If he had put his head up and just squared the ball across, it would have been a tapping for him.
Would have been a bit harsh on Thamesmead, I think, today, that if they'd gone out 2-0.
And ironically, for most of the game, these teams have smacked the ball upfield, and now Thamesmead are trying to pass the ball round. But it does find its way to possibly their man of the match, Danny Parrish. And Parrish, on his left foot, runs towards the box. What can he do?
Defended.
Intercepted, and that could be the last chance for the home side. And I think that will be that. Referee takes one last glance at his watch, and he does blow the final whistle here, and it was a gallant effort from the home side in the second half, and certainly those last 25 minutes, they were the team on top. They were up against the Met Police side, who was second in the Bostik Premier division, and they weren't overly impressive during this game. They did, however, take their chance. It fell to Lloyd Macklin after a mistake in the Thamesmead defence. Macklin took it, he hit it low and hard into the net, and it will be Met Police that will make their way through. Thamesmead can count themselves unlucky, but the final score in the FA Trophy is Thamesmead Town 0, Met Police 1. So Jim, fair to say the most important thing today was the fact that your name is in the hat for the next round of the FA Trophy.
Yeah, most definitely. We said before the game, it doesn't matter how we play today, it's all about getting a result. We didn't play well today, but like you said, we're in the hat on Monday, and it's good for the club, and it's good to keep our unbeaten record and momentum going.
You said you didn't play well today. What was that down to?
Well, I think the first 20-25 minutes we came out well, and we dominated and didn't score when we was on top. And then I think after that, Thamesmead got a foothold in the game, and because they're 0-0, they got a chance then of winning the game, and their confidence levels rose and they played better, and our work rate went down dramatically, I thought, from about 30 minutes onwards, and sadly as a result of that, it gives the opposition a chance to get in the game.
And you seemed to start the game well. The first 20 minutes you pressed them and you went forward with real determination.
Yeah, I mean, that was the game plan, actually. Like, we was going to try and play as high as we possibly can in their third. We didn't want them to have any opportunities to try and play in our final third, to be fair, if I'm honest. And it worked well, but you got to score when you're on top. And I know there was one off the line and maybe another couple of half chances. We didn't really create the chances we have in recent weeks. And credit to Thamesmead, if I'm honest, even when they went 1-0 down, they probably finished the stronger of the two sides.
So Tommy, disappointing result in the end, but it was a good performance today, certainly in that second half.
Yeah, just said to the boys in the first half, sometimes you've got to take your hat off. I thought their experience showed, their shape was good, we had to change our shape. We never really got going in the first half, but we come in 0-0, which is a good sign. The second half, I thought, to be fair, I thought we shaded the second half because we was looking more down sort of this way. I thought we had better chances second half, but unfortunately a bad mistake at the back, which is clear our lines, has cost us.
You had a lot of possession in the second half and just couldn't quite really test their keeper.
No, we got in good areas though. That's the difference. Like, we were putting crosses in them. I thought our deliveries from corners were excellent today, and no one's got the desire to go and get on them. And we have got other corners to use, and that's why I was annoyed at the end, because we didn't mix the corners up. We wasn't getting any joy out of our good deliveries. So we've got to think about it and change it a bit. But they're a good side, Met Police, as well. So they've got a lot of experience in there, and I think my youngsters will have learnt a lot today.
It's one of those competitions, we talked about it a bit yesterday, having such a good league position, how important this competition is. But the more you go through it, the more these games become bigger and more exciting.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, we're not blessed with the funds of other clubs like we discussed yesterday, so it's important both financially, but it also gives a little bit of, I said to the boys today, the pressure's off today. At some point our winning run or our unbeaten run's going to come to an end, and if it's today, I'm not going to be as gutted as would be when it happens in the league. So I said to them, just go out today and try and play with some freedom, but we just didn't play any football today either, if I'm honest. Disappointed with the performance, but the result, obviously delighted.
Congratulations, Lloyd. I made you my Bostik Man of the match today.
Thank you.
Is that the 14th goal this season?
14th now, yeah.
14th goal?
Yeah, 14.
What are your expectations for this team this year? I mean, we've watched the Met Police out here today. You're second in the league. What are real expectations? You know, do you believe you can win it?
Well, we've just got to keep winning our games. We're on a good run at the minute, so as long as we can keep picking up points, all the other teams behind us have still got games in hand, so as long as we can carry on picking up points, why not?
What's your expectations in your own ability this season? What, how many goals do you feel that you're going to score for Jim?
As many as I can. I've not got a number. Just keep going.
Plenty of other games today, and we start with an excellent win for Dorking Wanderers over Leiston in the FA Trophy.
Dangerous area it goes, and it's flicked in. It's Alex Reid who's claiming the goal. Excellent delivery by Andrea Miassi. and Reed just glances it beyond Preston Edwards. He scored in the game in August on this ground. He's done so again today, his 9th goal of the season. In a game in which they've struggled to create chances so far. Nathan Green. Alassani. Drop of the shoulder, let's find room for the shots. Brilliant equaliser from Reece Alassani. He's done it again. This boy cannot stop scoring at the moment. 6 goals in 6 games for the club. And Dulwich, the best chance of the first half, do find a level up. Green's so good in the air, Nathan Green. Got a good jump on it. That's a lovely ball for Reed to chase it. Can he pull it back? Yes, he can. It's an own goal, I think. Dadson may well claim it. I'm not sure if it got the touch of Taylor, though. And Harlow retake the lead.
There were 8 goals at the AGP Arena, and despite entering the break level, Jake Robinson was a super sub, completing a hat-trick inside 31 minutes to see Billericay progress with a 6-2 win over Bury Town. Wingate and Finchley went 1-0 down on the half-hour mark, however they were undeterred and went on to put 3 past Corinthian casuals. Royston Town, Hendon and Brentwood Town all too scored 3 times to see Leatherhead, Burgess Hill Town and Needham Market exit the competition. Lewis continued their season of success with a 2-0 win over National League Southside Bishop Stortford, with Medlock doubling the Rooks' lead on 62. Other Bostik sides also progressing to the next qualifying round are Heybridge Swifts, Dorking Wanderers and Harlow Town. After a hard-fought battle, it's Met Police who continue their fine form and progress in the FA Trophy.